I'm back on the road, baby, after several months of being stationary, and it feels amazing. This year, I am traveling minimally in my truck with a camper shell. It should make for a challenging yet exciting new adventure. Good morning. I'm literally just opening my eyes this morning. I'm waking up here in Utah. Very excited to be waking up here in Utah. Am I surrounded by beautiful red rock this morning? Well, not exactly. Let me show you where I'm waking up this morning. I'm here at a KOA in Richfield, Utah. I had to come here yesterday because I needed to do my very first service on my truck. And the very first service on my truck is free if I go to a Chevy dealership. And there is one here in Richfield. So I drove from Torrey, Utah over here to Richfield, Utah, fully intending on driving back to Torrey, Utah. However, I drove through a blizzard getting over here, almost whiteout conditions going over the pass, and my truck appointment wasn't until late in the afternoon. So by the time I was all done with that, I really did not want to head back over the snowy pass. So I looked up this KOA. It was local and they had a site, they had a tent site, and I just took that, but they called me and they told me they were upgrading me for free to a regular site. So that's where I am this morning. The good news is I can take a shower, I can charge up my fridge up to 100%, charge up my power bank to 100%, and now I'm going to go ahead and get ready to head back to Torrey, Utah. I have heard some rain, it is cloudy, so I may still be driving in some interesting conditions getting back there, but I am going back. I'm not going to wake up here one more day. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and get in the shower.
Hey mama, could you get up soon? I get so cold in the weather.
I just made a quick pit stop here at McDonald's to grab a coffee refill. The sun is shining right now and I have a good feeling that we're not going to hit any snow going over the pass. Fingers crossed. So let's get going. Let's get back to Red Rock Country. And once we get to camp, I will talk about how the first few days have been back on the road so far. Anyhow, let's hit it.
Going low way to come up higher, getting pine straw to the fire, turn the boxes right side down, tired pulling every day, all the shifting, can we take it, drawing circles in the sand, washing out new plans, sing out blue waves.
Well, I've made it here to my favorite campsite just outside of Torrey, Utah. It's a boondocking site, incredible views all around. However, the wind is howling. This area is very prone to high winds and today is no exception. So there won't be a whole lot going on outside if I stay here. And the wind is biting cold. So I think the plan is to drive through the park. There is a campground inside of the park, which could potentially be a lot more sheltered. I really don't want to have to pay for camping, but if it means I can get out and cook and do the things that I want to do today, then it may be worth it. So that is going to be the plan for what's next. Capitol Reef National Park, to me, is probably the most underrated of the Big 5 national parks in Utah. I personally find it exceptionally beautiful with its scenic drives, hiking trails, and geologic formations. It surrounds a long wrinkle in the earth known as the Water Pocket Fold, with layers of golden sandstone, canyons, and striking rock formations. Well, I made it here into the park and to the Fruta campground, and I did take a site here. It is still breezy, but much less torrential than it is up on the bluff there. Unfortunately, the bathrooms are still closed. It's still early season here. So what I'm going to need to do is pull down my portable toilet, which I bought for just such an occasion, so that I have a place to go potty today. During the tour video of my truck camping setup, I showed you guys that I was going to store my kitchen food items underneath the bed. However, I have opted to store all of the food items in the cab of the truck. Just didn't want any food back here with me. I'll probably rarely cook back here. We'll see how that all goes, but I will hopefully cook outside most of the time. So down here, I just have clothes, some hats. I store my Mr. Heater Buddy down there, and my power bank. Back here, I have this Anchor Everfrost. It's a rechargeable refrigerator. So right now it's just running off of the battery, and it will run. It's run actually without me recharging it at all over 48 hours. So I did top it off last night, and the battery comes out right here. I could actually take this out and recharge it with solar or plug it into AC power. Several different ways of recharging it. And then here behind the driver's side, I have basically my pantry, all of my dishes, utensils, 2 containers here that contain food and dishes, my stove up there, and that's all I need. I would definitely say one of the most important tools in my toolbox when getting back on the road full time is making sure that I brought my travel packs of AG1. And I don't know what it is about today. I always love the taste of AG1, but today it's tasting extra good. I honestly think my body is craving all of the 75 vitamins, minerals, prebiotics, probiotics, whole food sourced ingredients that are inside AG1. It's just wanting to absorb it like a sponge. I've been taking AG1 now for over 4 years, and I definitely notice a difference on a day that I might forget to take it, which is very rare, but I notice it. It just makes me feel better when I take it daily. AG1 is so much more than greens. It's your daily drinkable scoop of vitamins, minerals, probiotics, and whole food sourced ingredients in one. Validated by research and formulated for you, AG1 helps your body, brain, and gut health thrive. I've been doing really well, eating very healthy, but as soon as I got back on the road, I tended to get the fast food, get what was easy, what was convenient, and AG1 definitely helps to fill those nutritional gaps when I'm not eating so well. Plan is to get back on the healthy eating habits though, el pronto. Guys, I couldn't recommend AG1 more highly. If you'd like to try it for yourself, go ahead and click that link below or scan the QR code here, and they will give you $20 off your first subscription, in addition to all the free stuff you get in the welcome kit, which is the scoop, 5 free travel packs, a bottle of D3K2, this handy dandy bottle shaker, drinker receptacle. You get it all with that first welcome kit. Thank you once again to AG1 for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to exploring beautiful Capitol Reef.
I've pretty much got camp set up. It's a quick process. The back is usually all set up and ready to go. Just have to take a few things out, rearrange a few things, and I'm good to go. As I mentioned, it is still very early season here. This campground is not nearly full. However, I do have neighbors on either side of me, and somebody's pulling in right now trying to get their trailer situated, and it's reminding me of having my trailer and why I'm very grateful that I'm here in just my truck right now. Makes it so much easier just to get set up and maneuver around. So far so good. I'm liking it. I missed posting a video last week because I was very sick. I was down for the count and I was in bed literally for 3 days straight. I could only move from my bed to the bathroom, back to bed. I did not eat anything. I could not drink coffee. All I really could do was drink water. And it was pretty bad. I don't wish that on anyone. The plan was originally to take off last week, and I was going to go to Great Basin National Park in Nevada. However, because I was delayed from being sick, I came straight here because there is some place that I need to be by a certain date towards the end of the month. So I had to skip that and come straight here. The first 2 days we're driving from California to get here. Pretty much drove straight, had a couple of quick camps, and yesterday arrived in Torrey. I had every intention of coming back here to Torrey, and unfortunately I hit that snowstorm, so I felt like it was safer just to stay in Richfield. I was actually here at Capitol Reef National Park last year. Unfortunately, back then you were not allowed to film here in the park without acquiring a permit in advance, so I didn't film inside the park. That's why it's exciting to be back here, and I kind of wanted to stay here inside the campground because I can film in here now, and I'm really excited about that. So I took off from California on a Saturday. It is now a Tuesday. I was still pretty sick when I left, feeling a lot better than I was, and I'm still recovering, so it's gonna be kind of a mellow camp this time. There is a trail, it looks like a hiking trail, the Fremont River Trail right out here behind my camp. So I'll probably go explore that, do some cooking, show you this beautiful park, and just have a nice, chill, beautiful time here in Capitol Reef. Just made myself a little sandwich for lunch with some chips on the side. I filmed the whole thing, however, my camera blew over and hit the ground, so luckily it is still working, or seems to be. Oh my goodness. Well, the wind is picking up quite a bit, even down here, and it did knock my camera over, so I think that I'm going to hold off going on a hike for now. I wouldn't be able to film it the way I'd like to because I'd be worried about my camera getting knocked over. So I think that we're going to go on this beautiful scenic drive. It's right here outside of camp, and it is gorgeous, so let's do it. I'll be honest, as I set out for this drive, I was a little bit disappointed that it was overcast. However, wait for it. We get quite the surprise towards the end.
Well, I am ending the day where I started it, and that is in bed. What a beautiful drive. I was thinking it was going to be overcast the entire time, but then the sun broke through and the lighting was absolutely epic. Oh my gosh. It was your jaw on the floor type stuff. So beautiful. So glad I did that drive. I got some good stills as well. It was just a nice way to cap off the day. I can definitely tell that I am not 100%. I kind of run out of gas pretty early, and I ate that sandwich earlier, and that's really all I've wanted to eat today. So I'm coming back slowly but surely, but definitely not 100% there yet. So I'm calling it an early night. I'm already in bed, downloaded some Netflix from my Starlink because I have no service in here. So popped it on for just a minute just to download some movies and shows. And I'm going to take it easy for the rest of the night. Plan to get up and make some breakfast and some coffee. Hopefully see some beautiful lighting in here and get the day started. But until then, I will see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning. It is a beautiful day here in Capitol Reef National Park. No wind right now. I fell asleep so fast, so hard last night. I put on a show. I think it was an hour long. I was probably asleep within 15-20 minutes, and I was out all night. I slept really well. It was nice and warm in here under my blankets. I did not turn a heater on or anything until this morning, and just nice and cozy here in my little truck. But right now it's time to get coffee going, that's for sure. Coffee, the nectar of the gods. It tastes so good. It's chilly this morning. I have my heater going again, and it's quite shady down here in this campground. I think what I might do is go ahead and move over to the boondocking site that I stopped at yesterday, since it isn't windy. That is my favorite place to camp. Right now, I have a neighbor that has a generator going, and with the shade in here and the sounds of the generator, it doesn't seem like the most peaceful place to make breakfast. So I thought maybe I'd go up there because I do need to work today. So I thought I might get my camp all settled in and make some breakfast and get to work today.
And just like that, I'm back here at my favorite camp. Got my kitchen all set up, got solar going, which is charging the refrigerator that's in the back of the truck. I've got my truck all set up. The breeze is starting to kick up a little bit, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and get some pancakes going. And yeah, it's so much more peaceful and quiet. The sun feels amazing. Straighten that up in just a few minutes. It's gonna make one big ol' honkin' pancake. Can she flip this ginormous pancake? Woo! That was tasty, and it definitely hit the spot, and tastes even better surrounded by all these amazing, beautiful buttes and red rock walls, and it's absolutely beautiful. I'm so excited to be back in Utah. I absolutely love Utah. If you've been around the channel for a while, you know that. It's kind of my go-to place in the springtime, even though we're not officially at spring yet. And let me tell you, the temperatures say that. Tomorrow it may snow, so we'll see if we wake up to snow tomorrow. The clouds are starting to come in. I definitely feel a little bit rusty being on the road again after several months of being stationary pretty much. I got off to a little bit of a bumpy start. I got stuck in Richfield because of the blizzard. I had to move camps from here yesterday because of the wind. I almost broke my camera. Luckily, the only thing that broke was the lens guard around the lens, and it's working okay, thankfully. I'm for sure feeling a little bit rusty, but it's coming back to me slowly but surely. I really have been enjoying so far sleeping out of the truck camping setup, and that has been kind of a nice little change of pace and a breath of fresh air after towing a trailer for a couple of years now. Anyhow, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video here. I need to start working on it and editing it so that it will be up for you all on Sunday. So that's my plan for today. Stay tuned for lots more adventures to come. We're back out here, we're doing it. And I appreciate you all so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. It's absolutely free and it helps the channel a lot. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you all on the next adventure. See you soon, everybody. Bye-bye.